Hi there, I'm Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG Orlando 2011 with the one, the only, EG.IdrA Greg Fields. How are you doing today?
Pretty good so far.
Well, it is day one of MLG. What have you done so far? How many matches have you played?
I've played two. I played against Hypro first, and I won 2-1, and the one loss was a 10-pool droneling all-in, so it's kind of silly. Then I played Druby and won 2-0 in easy matches, so not tough opponents, but everything's been going as expected.
And do you have any more matches today?
Yeah, I play against Boxer on the main stage at 11. I think we're the closing match for the day.
Well, you're coming off some pretty impressive results in the last few tournaments you've been at, IEM China and then IPL. Can you tell us kind of your recent history?
Well, yeah, like you said, I won IEM China, including a 3-0 win over Puma, which it felt really good. I did not expect that to happen. And then at IPL, I got 8th place. I felt I could have done better, but I beat Artist and Thorzane, which are two pretty good players. And the SDC, I won one game really easily versus him and then 2 silly losses. So it sucks, but it's a decent performance. So I feel really good going into this tournament.
That's a lot of tournament play in a very short amount of time. Is that going to affect you at all at this tournament?
I still feel pretty good, but yeah, I got another 5 tournaments coming up. So after that, I might be a little bit out of it.
You know, some people say you have no excuse. You play in tournaments and you show up to the tournament, you've got to be 100%. Other people say it's inescapable. You're going to be tired, you're going to be fatigued, and that is going to affect your play. Where do you fall opinion-wise?
There's some truth in both. All the big players are flying around doing all or most of these tournaments, so everyone's a little fatigued. But yeah, I literally don't have time to practice because I'm never at a computer without playing in a tournament. So it definitely has a negative effect on your play, but you can't really skip tournaments like MLG and IPL and stuff. You just have to play.
Your matches are going really well. How are you seeing yourself placing in this particular tournament?
There's so many good players here. It's hard to say, but I think I have a really good shot at winning my group, which guarantees you top 6 in the MLG format. And then from there, it's just a couple series away from the finals. So anything could happen.
There's a lot of buzz about foreigners doing really well, meaning non-Koreans placing over Koreans in a lot of these recent tournaments. You included. You're one of those foreigners that people are kind of putting out there as the hope. Do you feel like that's starting to become more of a trend, or is it just kind of a fluke?
It's not going to be a trend. I mean, it was 2 tournaments. I won one, and I beat Puma, who's really good, but TVZ's not his best matchup. And then Revival is Korean, but not really a top-tier one. And then Stefano had an incredibly impressive run, but the only Code S player he beat was Huck, and that was in the groups. So, I mean, we have not seen foreigners overcome the top-class Koreans yet, and I don't really think it's going to happen, not regularly.
Do you think the indicator is practicing in Korea?
Yeah, definitely. Practicing in Korea a lot, and having a lot of English speakers practicing together in Korea so they can share thoughts as well as just getting that level of practice.
So the Korean ladder itself is superior to the other ladders, so much so that even a team house here in the US might not be able to compete, do you think?
The ladder isn't as important. I mean, it is a lot better, but people like Marine King and MC and whoever else, they're not getting good by playing the ladder. They're getting good by playing the other professional Korean players. And the other professional Korean players, that's just like hundreds of players who are on a much higher level than most foreigners. So just much better practice.
Well, that said, I know the EG layer has now had a couple months of practice time, so we may be seeing a little bit more of the results of that house here. Do you think that we're going to see more results out of EG?
Certainly, it seems like it so far. I mean, Huck and Puma don't live in the house, but them and myself as well with IEM China, we've been having much better performances recently. And DeMuslim as well. He came back to break his arm, practiced in the house for a couple months, and he's now one of, if not the most feared foreign Terran. Really sucks he can't be here. So, yeah, the house definitely is paying off so far.
Well, there are a lot of people that make that house possible, as well as you traveling to these tournaments. I'm sure you want to thank them. Who are they?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Intel, SteelSeries, Monster, Kingston, Beyond Gaming, Intel Extreme Boards, I forget who else. Everyone else who supports us, big thank you to all of you.
And I personally would like to thank Kingston HyperX for making it possible for me to be here. Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk to us, Greg.
Thank you.